down in here. Got one up there, he's cutting that one. There it goes. Kind of rough cutting when it's slick out like this on these creek banks. You guys got to really be careful. The joy of running a skidder wears off pretty fast. Chains are really biting in. They're doing a good job. It's a little warmer today, so the ground's trying to thaw a little bit. We're hoping it doesn't. But even still, we're still getting really good traction, and they're biting and doing their job. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier with them. Got one hung up here. We're going to pull it down, take it out to the deck. One we got behind us there. These are short-bodied trees up here on the top of this hill, kind of in the back here. So the footage is not running near as high, but they're still pretty good logs. Good set of lumber, no veneer up in here really. Since I'm hung up here real quick, or pinched, I figured it'd be a good time to describe what's going on here. You'll see all these little chop marks. This tree here was a big walnut that grew down here in the draw, and somebody had put like the little screw-in spikes for a deer stand in here. And so we cut the tree, so we had to come on here, and they'd grown in it. You know, they'd been there so long, they were starting to grow into the tree, so we kind of had to chop down there and take some pry bars and kind of loosen them up away from the wood to get them out of the tree itself. Now the log itself in the butt is not showing any kind of blue for metal. It looks good. It's a big tree. So hopefully when we pull these apart, there won't be any blue either, but I'm pretty sure if there was any metal in it, that'd probably be about all the metal there was. It was just those spikes, and they were all up and down the tree, no staggered, which there's some on this side. They're on the ground already, but so you can kind of see what's going on there. But never fails. We see this more often than you'd think. Especially, it seems like they always want to find a good walnut tree to do it instead of a oak or something like that of lesser value. But they always find the best walnut tree in the timber. Well, it's starting to mist rain now. It's still it's quite a bit warmer than yesterday. So it's starting to thaw, get a little greasy. We've got just a handful more trees to go. Some right here where we're parked at. Got to push and pull on some of them to keep this area clean. And a few more out in here. Then I'll get to bucking these. I've been running the skidder this morning, which I've been leery about it, but just trying to keep stuff out of my eyes. But work's got to be done regardless. So we'll get these bucked. Then we'll get them laid in the rows there. Try to get close to wrapping this deal up today so we can move on to the next one. I'm gonna pull this one back this way just to kind of keep it over here. We moved my truck and the skid steer. I don't like taking any chances. clipping the spurs. Got them all bored out. Oh, easy there, girl. There we go. Well, that's another one in the books. We got everything drug up, cut today, or cut and drug up, whichever way you want to look at it. Bucked up, laid out. It's a pretty good set of logs. We think they'll be right there, right at 10,000. That's what we're thinking they'll be in there. We'll probably try to move equipment this weekend. We've got the skidder and the skid steer kind of block on the trailer there. You never know up here in the city. You never know anywhere, but I don't know. I'm always leery about my stuff getting stolen or vandalized. If it ever happens once, it makes you real jumpy. But you can kind of look through here. These are the logs we cut today. They weren't near as good as what was cut yesterday, but they're still logs. Still some good pieces in there. Of course, you're always going to have some good pieces, then have some Onruins. That's showing a little bit of worm there. There's some of your Onruins just lumber, double-hearted in that one. Crooked, knotty. Of course, here you're starting to get into some better pieces. These are more yesterday's logs where they're starting at. Just a little cleaner log that grew in that tall timber. A little bigger, a little better. Of course, like I said, you're still going to have some top logs that got some ornery pieces. But just all in all, a good clean set of logs. So they should average pretty good. Of course, that's the lumber, and we got the bigger veneer laid over here. Of course, we've got some dandy veneer in here. Kind of give you an idea what's there. Now, the reason I lay them separate and space them is because some of these logs will have to roll with the cant hook to see all four sides of them when we sell them. So that's why I always try to space them out. This stuff here, it's pretty cut and dry. What you see is what you get. So I just try to stack that stuff in there to conserve on room and space. Been a good job. It was a quick job. Of course, it helped that Kenny and Dad even come up here over the weekend and cut some when I was still down. But it was nice to get back up here and get to work. Now tomorrow, I'm not for sure what we got on the books yet. I know I need to work on some equipment back home, try to get some equipment moved back home. I know we've got quite a bit of timber to look at right now. So, always something going on. I've got a follow-up appointment tomorrow with my eyes, so I had to, even if we'd have stayed tonight to finish this up, I'd had to tail out tomorrow afternoon anyway, which I'm glad we got it done. So, there they are. That's it. Guys, until the next job, which will just be here in another day or so. See you later.